So people are upset with the 8 Democratic senators who went with Republicans to open the government without necessarily getting the ACA vote, to bring the ACA, to fully fund the ACA. Let's just look at what actually was gained. In order for the government now to open, the House has to vote. In order for the House to vote, they have to bring in Grijalva because she won. That forces her to come to Congress, and that is the release of the Epstein files. So you have that forcing the release of the Epstein files, because I don't think Congress can even vote unless all people who are duly elected are there to vote. So how can they vote and pass bills when she wants to vote and she needs to be able to vote? That forces the release of the Epstein files. Second is the ACA vote. So the ACA vote gets to be written by Democrats, and again, that's being done before the Tennessee special election. I think it's Tennessee 7. And those are two things, whereas the force of the bringing in the Congresswoman from Grijalva from Arizona, which opens the Epstein files. That, I think, is really the strategy for the 8 Democrats, is one, to force the release of the Epstein files by bringing the 218th vote in. You have programs like the food assistance and that sort of stuff being maintained for a year. And if Republicans are going to have to, we're going to be basically right here on January 30th. That is, unless, of course, they come up with the ACA money. So this is where we are. The programs that Trump will be going after seem to be protected, and now we're going to have the ACA vote, and because the vote has to go to the House, it is likely that you would have to bring in, people might check this with me, might have to bring in the one congressman who has the right, who was elected, and I don't know if Congress can vote unless she is sworn in. So maybe someone can find that out for me about whether or not Congress can even vote if she is not sworn in. Like, literally, if there is an election and there is a person who won an election who has the right to vote, can even Congress vote if it is physically preventing a duly elected member of Congress from being sworn in to be able to vote on votes that she and her constituents have the right to be heard in those votes? That's the biggest question. The biggest question is, did these 8 senators literally force the opening of the Epstein files? Because, number one, in order for the House to open it, they have to let her vote. Or two, when the vote comes on the ACA, does this force them to bring her in because she has to vote? So that's the biggest question. Did these 8 Democrats literally just force the House to bring her in order for this to happen, and then also force a vote on the Affordable Care Act subsidies? Like, share, subscribe. Maybe you can answer the question. Do you think that the Democrats literally just forced the House to bring in the 118th vote, Grijalva from Arizona? Thank you.